Hello, everyone. We starting our webinar now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Malida. I am the Business Development Manager from RBS, and on behalf of RBS, I would like to warmly welcome you to our webinars today. It's about Macleans College and one of the New Zealand's leading secondary school, renowned for its academic excellence, supporting learning environment, and strong track record preparing students to success at university. And during this session, you will learn more about Macleans College academic programs, student life, and international student support, and why Macleans College is a top choice for international students. And you will have a chance to ask your question during our Q&A session at the end. So please drop your question in the Q&A box so that we can answer after our presentation at the end of the session. And let me introduce our panelists today. Joining from the colleague from Macleans College, Ping Zhou. Hi, Ping. Ping is the International Marketing Manager who will give us an overview of the school history and global recognition, and also present us about campus facilities and extracurricular activity. And we also have Patrick Lowe. Yeah, he's a finance manager and international student manager who will share insights into student life and support for international students, and curriculum and academic pathway, application process and key requirement timeline, and especially scholarship opportunity for international students. Yeah, and last but not least, we have our regional partner, Raja. Raja, she off with her camera. Raja is our regional manager from Malaysia, and she will highlight why New Zealand and perk of study in New Zealand. And together, they will help you to understand why Macleans College is a top choice for family seeking high quality education in New Zealand. Okay, and now, Roger, um, I'd
Yep.
like to hand this over to Roger. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Hi, everyone. So before we dive into the college, want to give you a little bit of information about New Zealand. I mean, we're in different countries, so looking at where you at, you can see how far New Zealand is from you. So from China is about 14 hours. From Southeast Asia, Singapore, 11 hours. So it depends where you're at. You can see how far the distance is. Not too far. Yeah. Next. Size of New Zealand, interesting enough, if any of you knew, New Zealand is smaller than Malaysia, and it's about the same size of UK, but slightly larger, and smaller than Japan and larger than Singapore. So just showing you here the different sizes. Of course, the population is different. You can see New Zealand now is updated to 5 million, and the rest is a lot more. Yeah. New Zealand is comprised primarily of Maori, Pakeha, if I'm pronouncing it right, Asian, and Pacific Islanders. So Maori is the indigenous Polynesian people of New Zealand. So they make up a significant portion of the population and a very a lively bunch. They have a beautiful, beautiful dance. And then you have the Pakeha, which is the New Zealanders of European descent, forming the majority of the population. And then you have the Asian, which is actually growing recently a lot there as an ethnic group in New Zealand. And then the Pacific Islanders, which is a minority group. Okay. Now, there are three official languages, and the major language is English as the main language. Then you have Maori, and then you have the New Zealand Sign Language. Sheep population in New Zealand is over 25 million. So people is around 5 million. So that's 5 sheep for every person. So it's quite a funny, fuffliest ratio in the world. The largest city in New Zealand is Auckland, and it's the main transportation hub. So the capital of New Zealand, anyone knows? Is it Auckland? No? Okay. If anybody knows, they can do a quick answer. Okay, nobody knows. Well, that's Wellington. Wellington is the capital of New Zealand, and it's the center for innovation, science, and entrepreneurship. Okay. Simple reasons why New Zealand, I can give you a few, but put it down to 5. Number 1, it's ranked as the 3rd safest country in the world. And I believe it's very important where you want to go and settle down. Important for parents, important for students that you settle down in a safe country. And New Zealand is the 3rd safest country in the world. So the first and the second are, number 1 is Iceland. Number 2 is Ireland. So if you compare it to Australia, there's no dangerous predators. You won't be seeing snakes or crocodiles, and you can actually be barefoot. You will see some people in New Zealand that are barefoot. So it's amazing. You won't be worrying about all of that. Number 2, it's among the top 10 best education systems in the world. 3, nature at your doorstep. So for those that love to go hiking, to the lakes, to the beaches, it's all there. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful place to be with natural beauty. Number 4, welcoming and friendly community. So New Zealand is well known for that. They make internationals feel right at home. The people are very warm there. And number 5, very important for many of you, is there is pathways for work opportunities and migration. Next. Some quick facts, interesting facts about New Zealand. New Zealand invented bungee jump. So for those that love bungee jump, it all started in New Zealand. It's the first place in the world to see a sunrise. Kiwi is not it's not only a fruit in New Zealand. You can actually pay with Hobbit money as well in New Zealand. If you see that coin over there, it's actually considered money in New Zealand. 30% of the country is a national reserve, and there's a town with the longest name in the world. I'm not going to pronounce it. No way. It's very long. Dunedin has the steepest road in the world, and that's found in New Zealand. It has the most southerly capital in the world, and it is the last country in the world to be inhabited by humans. Just some quick facts about New Zealand if you didn't know. Thanks. Some famous movies produced and are from New Zealand. Can you guess the one on the left? The Last Samurai. And then the one in the center, Avatar. You have also Tom Cruise. It was the Fallout, and then King Kong, and then Lord of the Rings. That's just a little bit about New Zealand. And next. Going there. And then the last page, it's okay, we can skip the last page. But the last page was more about our global presence. So RBS, we are located in over 11 countries. And we do help students internationally in different levels. So from registration, from accommodation, from visa, migration, all the way. So if you have any questions, and then you feel free to ask. And I'm going to hand over to Mr. Patrick and Miss Ping to talk about Macleans College. Thank you.
Thank you, Raja, for sharing that why the student should consider to come to New Zealand for study. And now it's our turn, Patrick and I, and to share some information about Macleans College and why that Macleans College is the top choices for the international students. Next slide, please. Yeah, next one. That is our campus. Yeah. So something about Macleans College, because Macleans College is very popular, especially for the Asian parents and the students. So there are a few reasons that I want to share with you here. The first one is that Macleans College ranked top 5 in New Zealand academically. So Patrick will be sharing more details about this later on. And the second that very popular factor is that Macleans is one of the few schools that offering the Cambridge syllabus, which is also we call A levels, because the local syllabus is called NCEA. But you know that a lot of international parents, they thought that they want their kids to aim at New Zealand as a stepping stone for some of the other top universities in the world, such as the UK or US. So a lot of them want to choose some global recognized syllabus pathways, for example, A level. So we are a few schools in New Zealand that offering 2 different syllabus, the pathways. So this is also why, Macleans is very popular. The third one could be we are very culturally diverse school. So we have 83 ethnic groups. So which means that, students come to Macleans and will be one of the members of the global world countries. So one of them, and so they will be knowing each other. Their different culture, their different behavior from the culture. So they learn from the secondary school, and they have friends who are from different countries. So the fourth one could be that we have 40 plus optional subjects. That's very different from other countries, because in many Asian countries, even European countries, they have those all fixed subjects that you have to learn. For example, like 10 subjects or 15 subjects. For us, it's like we have less subjects as a compulsory, but we have a lot of optional subjects for students to choose. So which provide a chance for the student to explore more area that they are very interested in, or they are very strengths in, or they want to develop their career in the future. So that probably our advantage as well. Apart from that, we are a very big school, and we have 3,000 students, and we are offering year 9 to year 13, which is about 13 years old to 18 years old age. And we are co-educational school, boys and girls, and then we are state school. So this is the photo that we take every year, and that we will count how many countries that we have, the students are from. So this was taken earlier this year. So this is our intercultural day. So the students will be holding their country flags, walking through our gymnasium. So this is that's very amazing that you grow up with different nationality kids. Next slide, please. Thank you.
Right. I will continue this one.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So my name is Patrick. I will just continue this portion of the presentation about academic excellence, the programs that we can offer at Macleans College. As Ping has mentioned earlier, we are traditionally the top 5 school in New Zealand in terms of academic performance. The results from last year shows where we are in terms of both the local syllabus, which is NCA. We ranked second among all the state schools, public schools. In terms of the A levels, over 50% of the students were able to achieve either A or A star, and that's the Cambridge A level, which is quite tough pathways to pursue. And for most of the students who choose to stay on in New Zealand for their universities, the Auckland University is always the preferred choice, one of the top 100 in the world, and they have most of our graduating class who will go to the Auckland University. And many of our students, if they choose to go to other parts of the world, they are widely accepted, as shown here. We have students that goes to top American universities, top UK universities, and increasingly a lot of them also cross the Tasman to go to Australia. Next, please. Next slide, please. Thank you. So at Macleans College, we offer 2 pathways for you. We of course start at year 9, which is 13 years old. They do year 9 and year 10, and then by the time they finish year 10, they will do our common year 11 syllabus, which used to be IGCSE or our NCEA, but we have now have a new program which is called Macleans Certificate, which is a much tougher syllabus, which prepares students much better to do the year 12. Depending on the abilities and the grades achieved at year 11, students can then decide to go to the Cambridge A levels, or they will continue with the New Zealand NCEA. The university entrance will take 2 years for year 12 and year 13. After year 13, depending on their grades, they can go to any universities in the world. New Zealand has 8 universities, and they can go to any one of them. Auckland University is always the preferred one, but there are other universities they can choose, or anywhere in the world. At the moment, it seems if they do the Cambridge A levels, it is much easier to go to other universities within the Commonwealth, such as UK, Canada, Australia, Singapore as well, and many of them can also go to the US. Next one, please. These are some quick snapshots of our top kids who've been to Harvard, and we regularly have kids who can pursue education at Harvard University. Next one, please. And next photo, next slide, please, will show you even more students that are everywhere around the world. So these are evidence of how successful our student can be and has been. And every year we will have students that will go to a lot of top universities. Next one, please. In terms of admissions, this is the admission criteria. We start at the end of January each year. That's our academic year. And we normally finished at the first week of December. And we have 4 terms. Each term is 10 weeks. For the juniors, which is the year 9 and year 10, we currently accept students in either term 1, term 2, or term 3. The selection criteria is quite straightforward. Upon your enrolling for consideration with us, we will do an online test. We send you a link to do an online test to test your vocabulary and listening skills. If we miss our minimum requirement, then we will arrange a Zoom interview. Either Ping or myself will do the interview to just be sure that that you are who you are, and you are basically keen to come. And it's also a chance for us to get to know you about your plans and your aspirations and so on. For the year 11, it's only the first term, which is only the January intake. Because it is a very tough syllabus, we cannot afford you to come a few months later, because you will find it very hard to catch up with the syllabus. So it has to start in term 1. Same thing, we do internal tests, and then we do an interview. For year 12, which is the first year of the senior year for university entrance, again, we will start only at the beginning of the year, and you must get IELTS 5.5 on all band, and we also do an interview. So this is the criteria for enrollment and selection process. Next one, please. In terms of support, the international department is relatively well resourced because we have about 250 international students with us every year out of 3,000 students in the school. And we have 9 of our colleagues, including myself, will be available to support you from various aspects. The deputy principal will in charge of your curriculum as well as pastoral care, while we have a counselor, we have homestay coordinator, and so on. So any of our 9 of us is available at the international department. You can just come and see us whenever you have anything you want to talk about or discuss with us. Next one, please. Student life, that will be Ping, right?
Yes, that's me. I will talk about student life at Macleans College. Thank you very much, Patrick, for sharing all this academic part. And I must be very proud to say that the student life at Macleans College is very colorful and dynamic, and where that a student can discover their strengths and their interests, and also develop their develop their what I call their ways and to enjoy the school. So this start from the campus first, and then if you look at these 2 photos from the bird view, and you can see that the school actually sits in along the beach and facing a very beautiful Rangitoto island. So the second photo also, you can see that it's a very well-equipped facility there. So actually the school has all the fields, like a football fields, or the soccer, netball, cricket, tennis, the artificial turf for the rugby, football, and hockey. And also that we have this new built canopy, and which is like it can be the student can to do the sports indoor. So next slide, please. Apart from that, the campus, we also offer this outdoor education program. So probably Raja has already shared some information about New Zealand, and New Zealand can be the paradise of the outdoor, I think it's quite famous, outdoor activities, adventures. So we also offer this outdoor education program for our international students. So including a lot of activities like skiing, scuba diving, rock climbing, camping, cycling, and so on. So this is also that one of the choices for our international students. Next slide, please. So you can see that the life in Macleans College is not only study. So look at them, and they have a beautiful life in the beaches, in the forest, and in the sea, and even in South Island skiing. So yeah, so we welcome our international to join our outdoor education as well. Next slide. Yeah, the third I want to talk about the school life is about the whanau house system. So whanau is a word, it's Maori word, and it mainly means extended family. So actually Macleans divided 3,000 students into 8 houses. So if anybody, the students have read Harry Potter, so you will know that this house system originated from the UK. So each student coming to our school will be placed into one of the 8 houses. So 8 houses, they compete with each other. They have their own culture, their uniform, and their activities. So it's also good for the pastoral care, because just imagine that if we look for a student from 3,000 students, or we look from 350 students. So it's much easier that we can look after the student individually. So this is also part of Fana House System's advantage. We also, that the system provides a feeling of belongings. Because I belong to this house, and then so they compete with other house. So the other key point is that each house, they do service to the community and to the society. So for example, that we have the different house, they have their own charitable activities. For example, that like next slide, please. We have this, if you look at the photo on the right bottom, so that photo is about our Baton House. Actually did fundraising for local fund, I think it is a helicopter, Auckland Helicopter Rescue Fund. So they provide, they do the fundraising, and then this can be part of the resume that the student who want to go to America to study in the top universities, because they do ask what will be doing, what you have done to the society apart from your excellent academic report. So the left photo, is the different PE gear, different color of the PE gear shows that they are from different houses. So this is our house system, and we do feel like we can look after our students well through this system. We have 2 house leader and deputy house leader, and another 25 teachers looking after each house. Okay, thank you. Next slide. The first one I want to share with you is about our extracurricular activities. So we offer, in Macleans, we offer 100 over activities, ranging from the sports, drama, performance, musical participation, to the culture and interculture activities. So there are lots of things that the student can enjoy after the class. Normally, those extracurricular activities happens before each morning, before class starts, and after class finish, and also on Saturdays. So we expect our international student at least choose one extracurricular activities. Thank you. Next slide. So this slide shows that in 2024, the latest that what kind of extracurricular activities ranked top in New Zealand. So for example, we have cross country, esports, fencing, figure skating, gymnastics, and rowing, table tennis, and swimming, and so on. So those are our strengths of the school. So if you are very good at one of those, come to let RBS know, because we can actually offer the scholarship for our students up to 25% of the school fees. So yeah, welcome to come to Macleans to do all this extracurricular activities. Next slide, please. Okay, this is some photos, about our varieties of sports. So you are very welcome to join any of them here. Another one, next one. Yeah, the last one I want to share with you is about our accommodation. There's 3 ways to study in Macleans College. One is the homestays. This is the most probably the ones that the student chose. And the second one is that the parents can come as a companion, to accompany them to study. And because New Zealand has a very good policy for the parents to accompany their kids to look after them here while they are studying in the school. And the third one is that if you have any relatives or family friends and so on, and then you are very welcome to stay with them. And the school will be do a lot of visit and to make sure the safety issues. So if you look at the photo, the first photo on the left is our Japanese international student staying with the local family. And then the second is a very typical house here in New Zealand. So normally they have, most of the houses here have 2 levels. Some has 1 level, some probably very rarely that we have 3 levels. So when our students, when they come to Macleans, if they want to stay in the homestay, we have homestay coordinators to help them to place them to the most suitable homestay for them. So they will be stay around the school area. So most of the chances they can walk to school can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. And also they probably can stay a little bit further and then can take the bus for 1 or 2 stops. So which is quite close to the school. And the homestay will be provide an individual room for our international students, 3 meals a day. And also they probably will be shared with one of the other students for the bathroom, or share with the one of the probably house members as well. So this is about our homestay. So as what I mentioned earlier, that's the life in Macleans College is very dynamic, vibrant, and colorful. So and also it's very balanced with the study and academic study and the extracurricular activities. So we hope that you are interested in coming to Macleans College, and we are very looking forward to seeing any of you next year at our campus and enjoying Macleans life. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Ping, for sharing about Macleans College. It's very informative. Yeah. Okay. We come to the question Q&A. We have some question here. My child is 6 years old. Can she join Maclean? Do you have primary schooling option, or is it only for high school?
I'll answer that. We are high school. We only cater for students when they are 13 years old to 18 years old. However, we have partner schools which are just located in our neighborhood, who are our feeder school. So we have primary school who work with us. We have what we call intermediate school as well. Primary school is 5 years old to 10 years old. Intermediate school is 11 to 13. So yes, the answer is if we have students or family with wide-ranging age group, we can help to enroll or work with RBS to get them enrolled with the partner school nearby. So the answer is yes, but not to Macleans, but to, for example, the primary school next to us.
Okay, thank you. So please drop your inquiry to our email at hello@rbsintellect.com so that we can connect and then get back to you. Next question, we have our participant from Bangladesh. My child is in class 12. However, my wife is going through student visa this year, late intake. So can my child join in 12th standard after we move to New Zealand as a family? And can my child do 12 again fresh in New Zealand?
Bing, want to do that?
So Melita, is that the parents mentioned Can
I
I?
can answer this question if you're okay, Ping and Patrick. Sorry, I'm just on the host side. I'm from RBS. I'm Bharat. Just listening quietly. So this is more about these dependent visas. Yes, you can join to them. You are staying in the zone of Macleans College. You can enroll because it's a state school. It's a state funded. So you can apply as for the process. Student will be on a student visa. Spouse and kids get a dependent visa, and kids can go on a student dependent visa where they can enroll to normal state school as a domestic student. They'll be not as an international student. So I believe they will be funded by New Zealand policy as we go in. And again, for anyone who's coming in, you have to be on a zone. If you are studying in anywhere in the city or other side of the country, you just need to see where you are. For Macleans, you have to stay in the eastern side or in zone, because Macleans don't have much out of the zone enrollments. Is that correct? If
Yes.
I'm correct on that side. So thank you. I believe, Melita, over to you.
Thank you.
Anything
Thank
Patrick
you.
and Penny want to add on this?
Thank you. The next question, do you have a hostel? If yes, is it so?
Yeah,
If yes, yeah.
yeah, we don't have hostel. Basically, as mentioned by Ping earlier, we only do homestay arrangements. We have families who have been working with us for many years, staying within our suburb. So, depending on whether the student is a boy or a girl, we will place the student accordingly. We don't have mixed placements, and as shown earlier, the student will have his or her own room, 3 meals, and so on. So it's all through homestay placements.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. Next, do you have student exchange program to US or UK?
For international students, they come to New Zealand. At the moment, we have exchange program for our own domestic students to go to other countries. So which of course the international students can participate as well when if they are studying at Macleans. So we do have so what we call domestic exchange. Our own students go to Spain, go to Japan, go to wherever, and it's open to international students if they are our students.
I think I can add bit of things that if students want to pay, it will be extra charges for them to go to any places like Spain or European countries. So it's
Correct.
on top of what you're paying the fees to the Macleans College. It will help to make sure that they get another country exposure while they're studying in New Zealand.
That's
Again,
right.
it's not mandatory. It is dependent on every parent how they approve it. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.
Question to you, Melita.
Thank you. Thank you. We can move to next question. Do you have students in college application after 12th grade or top university in NZ?
Ping, you know that very well.
You're on mute, Ping.
Ping.
So ask about this, our student, right? Who has a successful get into the top university in the US. Yes, every year we have. So yeah, we have about 5% of the students choosing to go to the UK and the US. About 25% of the students went to the Australian as like the top 8 universities. And also, yeah, the rest of them will be staying, most of them will be staying in New Zealand. So for some of the students who are really want to go to the top university in the US, and so the school provide a lot of support during for the like reference letter and so on. We have 5 students admitted to the Harvard University. We have quite a number of students go to the Stanford, Pennsylvania, and the Duke University. Those 8 Ivy League universities. So it's just up to our international students whom they want to go, because as what I mentioned, that we provide the A-level syllabus, which can lead them to go to other countries rather than New Zealand, Australia. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ping. Next question, may related to this a little bit as well. Are there any cut-off marks to enter the school in grade 12 or 11 standard?
Are there any what? Sorry.
The cut-off mark, like
The minimum
like cross
percentage
credit?
requirement for anything.
Yeah.
Grade 12, I will assume is our year 12.
Yeah.
As
Year 12.
mentioned, the basic requirement, they need IELTS 5.5 on all band. That's one criteria. Second one, we'll look at the academic scores. Well, depending on which system they're coming from, if they're coming from IGCSE or whatever, maybe Cambodian system, we will need to understand that a bit better. For our domestic students, for international students, usually average B's and C's will get them to the year 12.
Okay, thank you. It's about the pathway. Can you explain about pathway? So pathway here, I mean pathway to NCEA level 1 and 2, 3,
okay.
and or to university, something like that.
Yeah, our national syllabus is NCEA. That's our national syllabus where the whole country, all the schools will do that exam. So NCEA level 2 is basically year 12. Then if they pass NCEA level 2, they go to the final year, NCEA level 3. And if they get what we call passes, they can go to the universities. It's by credit points. That's our domestic system. For Macleans and a handful of other schools, we offer an alternative at year 12. You can choose to go to the Cambridge. If at year 11, your average score is B's and C's, then we feel that you should be able to handle the Cambridge A levels. At Cambridge A level is by grade. You do the AS, and the final year you do A2, like any other Cambridge A levels worldwide. So it's the same syllabus. Because we are in the Southern Hemisphere, our exams is in October and November. Next month, the whole school goes into exam mode for A levels because we are in the Southern Hemisphere. The Northern Hemisphere sits the exam in May. So we don't do that in May, we do that in October, November. And the results will be out in early January, and then they go to all the universities, mainly in Australia, New Zealand, or to the UK and US as well.
Okay, this is about safety question. Is the homestay safe for the girls? Is the homestay safe for girls, students?
So homestay, yeah, this I should have talked about that more when I was doing the PowerPoint. So the homestay here in New Zealand is very strict. So for example, that the homestay can have to pass the what do we call that the police vet. So which is that we will be getting the police vet for each of the members in the family who are over 18 years old. So to show that in this family, nobody has any issues with, criminals and all the, the history and so on. So then the school will be consider that this can be our homestay, but we will be also going to visit the house and to check about the safety issues and whether the environment is, good and nice for our student. We have our requirement as well. So once that we thought, okay, this is quite good, then we will be decide to consider this is our potential homestay. So we'll be trying with the student will be staying in, and we'll be also, looking at the performance. And so once that the students are happy and it is safe and everything is okay, so that will be very good. We also have the rankings of our homestays. So so that is how we select our homestays. We don't, as what Patrick mentioned, we don't put boys and girls in the same homestay. So it's always girls are girls, boys are boys. So it's just for the safety issue as well. We have 2 homestay coordinators, full-time, working in Macleans College, just doing placement, comply with it and dealing with the homestay issues and so on. So we don't see any other issues so far. It's all safe and a very nice environment and for our students to stay, stay in after school time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you. This is another question related to what Bharat has mentioned about the zone. So is zone very important? Can the student travel even if they are not in zone?
So for international students, that doesn't really matter if in zone or out of zone. That is only for the domestic student. That's the previous case that the parents mentioned that the parents will be getting student visa, the student will be getting dependent visa. So in that way, the student will be regarding as domestic students. So it has to follow all the requirements to the domestic student. But for international students, where no matter where, it doesn't really matter that where the students or the parents, the family stays.
Okay.
Thank you, Ping, for adding that. I mean, I believe it's somehow we normally say that you can come from international side anywhere, but I believe you don't want to travel every morning at 7 o'clock at 10-15 kilometers to reach the school. So we totally agreed. I think, but again, looking forward to see options around it. But thank you, Ping.
Yeah.
Thank you. The question from Bangladesh, how is the curriculum like? Is it very difficult or student can do extracurricular as well as studies together and maintain a good marks?
One of the so-called key benefits of coming to a country like New Zealand for education, unlike the Asian style of learning, whereby you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you study until almost midnight every day. In New Zealand system, we don't do that. You have 4 or 5 subjects to study, and the rest of the day after 3 o'clock, 3:15, it's time to do your extracurricular activities, which is a very important part of the overall education system of in New Zealand. So that's one reason students come to New Zealand. Then they realize they will have more time to pursue their interests and so on and so forth. So there's always enough time. What we are facing from time to time is parents says it is too relaxing coming to New Zealand to study. It's the reverse, because they may come from India, from China, from Singapore, and whereby the kids just don't have time to do anything other than tuition and tuition and tuition. Well, in New Zealand is quite different. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Patrick. This is from Malaysia. What is eligibility criteria for Malaysian student?
So I'm ex-Malaysian, so it's the same. If you do your O levels in Malaysia, or SPM, is it? Yeah, whatever. The O level equivalent, you can come to do A levels with us. It's the same criteria. So
Yeah, okay. This is I believe it's the last question, or some more questions are coming. Do the school support students who want to pursue tennis as a professional?
sorry, can you repeat that again?
Do the school support students who want to pursue tennis as a professional? I mean, is that a kind of extracurricular?
Tennis professional?
It's
Yes.
more about the
Yes.
question is that if will school help any extra in supporting to get a professional coaching on the tennis side? I believe it's a part of extracurricular, but if you want to go for more professional coaching, there are more clubs around
Yep.
Macleans College. There are multiple tennis clubs, and you can easily kind of join any club
Yep.
in the evening or afternoon or weekends. There are like 6
Yep.
clubs around the zone, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, tennis is widely played at school. We have many tennis courts. So during the normal tennis season, during the summer and the warmer months, those who want to play tennis, they do, and they're good enough to represent the school or the district or eventually the country, so to speak. As Bharat mentioned, there are many clubs nearby. They can be joined, and then also, so there are many opportunities for tennis.
Okay, thank you so much, Patrick, for answering all the questions, and we don't have any more other questions, and for those who